A dog's loyalty to its human owner is never ending, says everyone, but this true story of a dog named Caesar will surely make you cry and feel all the feels. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We all know that a dog's loyalty toward its master is such a beautiful thing that we all agree. But some dogs literally left us all in shock while proving their love and devotion for their parents even after their demise. One such dog is Caesar, and in today's video, we will share the sad but mind-boggling story of the dog. What happened to him when his master died? How did he react? And what did he do at the funeral? Curious to know? Watch the video till the end. Let's start the story, but before that, we want you to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Let's get into the story. Mehmet İlhan, the parent of the pet dog Caesar, was a well-known Turkish photographer. His wife had died several years earlier, and by this time, his kids were all married and living independently. Mehmet felt empty and abandoned, so he decided to get a puppy to fill his life again. He yearned for a constant companion with whom he could chat and play and who would never stray too far from his side. So he went to a pup center and adopted a cute little puppy home he named Caesar. The man spent time with his dog, instructing him in the world's ways, playing with him, and walking him at night and in the morning. Over time, they grew fond of one another and began to enjoy each other's company. Mehmet and his dog didn't take long to become inseparable companions. As the days went on, they spent more and more time together. When they were together, they enjoyed watching shows on TV. They started spending so much time together that they began having breakfasts and lunches. Mehmet took his dog when he went shopping. He bought balls and played ball games with his beloved dog. They both used to go together no matter wherever they were going. It looked as though they would never be apart again, but what do you do when fate steps in the way? The story turns tragic. Mehmet suddenly falls ill and is told he is paralyzed. As Mehmet was feeling stressed about his best friend, the dog, the message hit him straight in the gut. He wondered who would take good care of his dog now that he was in such difficulty. He desired Caesar's constant company because he believed it would keep them both content and delighted. Meanwhile, Caesar also seemed to be worried about his companion's health, but he never left him alone in any way. Mehmet started trying to move and walk on his own. Soon he thought to take his dog slowly on the walk, and they both went on a slow walk. Now that Mehmet was feeling better, things began to improve. Nonetheless, he was anxious because he was getting older and could get sick again anytime. Mehmet's worries were just very right. Mehmet fell ill again. His children suggested that he be admitted to the hospital and get proper treatment until he recovers properly. Mehmet was feeling extremely sad as he didn't want to go to the hospital, leaving behind his best buddy Caesar. Still, he agreed, trying to hug his dog with his weak shoulders and legs, and asked him not to worry. He ordered his dog to behave well and take care of himself while he is in the hospital and don't create mischief in his absence. He left him with a heavy heart and waved his hand to say goodbye as he was saying goodbye the last time. Caesar stopped eating food as his master was in the hospital. It was seen that he was missing Mehmet a lot. Mehmet's condition was not improving, it was getting worse and worse. At last, Mehmet left his life, his dog alone in the world, and said goodbye to his life. What happened was unexpected, but it was the undeniable reality now. Mehmet's son Ali brought his coffin-packed body home, where he found his dog almost weeping. Ali tried to explain to the poor little dog that his master had left him alone and would never return to play and cuddle with him. It breaks a storm of sadness in the dog. Everyone else seemed down, but Caesar's sadness seemed unparalleled. He went close to the coffin with a heavy heart and sat nearby. It seemed like he was paying tribute to his parents' utmost love and care that he gave him from the time of adoption. Caesar never wanted his master to leave him so alone, but he had to accept that he would never be able to feel that warmth of lovely hugs and the hands of his owner moving up and down on his skin. It was time to get the coffin to the cemetery, and Caesar decided to accompany all. He watched Mehmet being buried, and his eyes were full of tears. Caesar's life changed drastically as his beloved companion was gone forever. Mehmet's son Ali adopted Caesar after his father's death and took him to his home. He and his family started taking good care of the dog as Mehmet used to do. but the dog was still unable to forget his old master. The family noticed that the dog was very ethical and decent in his manners. He doesn't mess up or bark unnecessarily. He obeys all of the family members, but something is still missing that seems quite sad. One day, Ali wanted to see the dog check what he was doing but found he was not at home. He asked his family, and they said they also think he goes somewhere every day but don't know where. The incident repeated many times, and Ali noticed that the dog left home each morning and returned late in the afternoon without explaining where he had been all day. One day, Ali decided to follow him to find out what he was doing every day. The family also accompanied him to find out about their dog's suspicious activity. Ali saw that the dog was walking without any distractions as he knew where he was going. He stopped at a place outside the small town, and Ali started wondering what he was doing there. The dog started walking again as the last stop was not his destination. At last, he reached where he was supposed to go, the cemetery, into which he followed him quietly without being noticed by anyone else until they reached an old gravestone bearing Mehmet's name on it. It dawned upon Ali then where his pet went every day. This is what he wanted to find out all along: why does this dog visit cemetery? All other people in the graveyard welcomed the dog with full hands and adored his presence as they had known him for ages. To Ali's surprise, it seemed like Caesar knew exactly where to go, straight to Mehmet's grave under an old oak tree near the edge of town. As soon as they got there, the faithful animal started whimpering near the grave while trying desperately to get closer. It seemed like nothing could replace the bond between them, even after the death of Mehmet. The sad canine sat there for hours each day without moving an inch. It seemed like he could not forget about or accept that his friend had gone away forever and wanted nothing more than for him to come back home again someday. Tears filled up Ali's eyes when he realized that loyalty towards his best friend is eternal no matter what happens. Meanwhile, a worker told him that the dog that comes here daily lies on the grave for hours as if he is talking to his master and leaves in the afternoon to join his new family. All the other family members were also feeling down and proud at the same time, wondering how loyal Caesar is to Mehmet that he can't forget praying for his master and meeting him silently every morning. They didn't know how long will Caesar take to shed that hangover of Mehmet, but they wanted to know his pure love and loyalty towards his master. With this, we must wrap up the video. How did you like that true story based on the love and loyalty of a dog toward his master? What lesson did you pick up from this story? Share your feedback in the comment section, and don't forget to smash that red subscribe button and hit the like button before leaving. See you in the next video.